Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 24 minutes past 11 on Friday night. Jesus, you know what night of the week it is. You're at this crack. I was going to say Saturday night. I'd be nearly a day early again, but it wouldn't be for the first time. I'm in the West County Hotel on the outskirts of Dublin. Staying the night here. It's soon time to get to the cot because I have to be up at 5:30. I want to be leaving about 5 to 6 to get to the airport. They're coming in about 6, so it'll be 6:30 when they come out. There isn't a lot to do anyway, so if I have a cup of coffee if I'm late, what about it? There's an awful musty smell. It's a long time ago since I stayed here. It's gone. I mean, the rooms are good enough, but it's you know that musty smell. Like I didn't get in an hotel in a long time. And where's the key? The old-fashioned key. None of the new style, none of the new modern technology here. And I heard that Coldplay are staying here tonight. I heard it below down at the reception when I came in. I can't see it myself, but maybe. I don't know. It would be up to their. Be all right for an old bus driver, but not for Coldplay. I meant to say, oh yeah, Paul Manton, he had 2 up today. Fair play to he has a power of winners put in lately. Keep an eye on him. I think Stephen, the weatherman, used to call him Paul Nap Manton. And I meant to answer back. I seen a message there from Jonathan Morrow. I read your message the other day and I forgot to answer it back. I was looking to see how tours come about, so it's the same weekend as something else was on. So I was looking today, and I put in Knock into the search engine, Knock to Glasgow, 7-hour flight. I was saying, what the hell? But they must be going to Dublin and a stopover. So I checked Dublin to Glasgow. I think it's €450. I mean, I don't know. I didn't check for Friday to Sunday. That was from Thursday night to Sunday. But I might check. I might just go. I don't know. I'll see. That wasn't no accommodation checked on that or anything. Train tickets, the whole lot. The 2 of us that's going to Paris. It's only the 2 flights and the hotel for 2 nights. I think it's only $450. And we just have to get a cab or a train into town from the airport. And we booked it to $750 last year, but the World Cup rugby was on. Maybe that's why it was dearer. But I'd be slightly reluctant to give airlines $450 for to go to Glasgow. We'll see. I'm not ruling it out, but I sort of thought today maybe not. We made a few pounds today. Trilby just didn't carry itself with the same zest as normal. Maybe it was feet on the ground. I did say when I didn't back him after the second time he won, I was saying he was ground dependent. But then he ran so well on it the last day, but maybe it was stinging a bit today or something. He didn't seem to let himself down. Ran well enough, but I thought he might pick them up. If that was Foss last ground today, I say could have won that race. Chut's Pal, best price I got, I doubled it with Gorgeous Tom, was 5 to 6 and 9 to 4, so there's a grand double. Gorgeous Tom, the worst thing about novices is having too many fences in front of them, but the rising sun or the low sun eliminates that problem for us today. I think there was only 3 on the fence on both circuits. It was like a bumper with a fence thrown in. So he was always going to be classy enough, and he jumped well enough to begin with. And the one that was second is no slouch. I had a few runs over fences before, so I was right in thinking that Henry de Bromhead targets his best novice for that. So we'll see where it goes. That could be sent over to Cheltenham come November and December. Keep an eye on that. And Begara went out to 18 to 1 today, and I was thinking he must have only 3 legs. But he ran well enough, and it looked coming to the second last as if he was going to maybe win. But the big gamble, though, second failed. Declan Creedy started the first time they've tried that. And the winner, I backed it in Roscommon, but a soft ground that day. And ran no good for me that day. So I sort of chucked that out last night and went for the other one. But it returned 12-1, so made a few pound. Tomorrow, got to get this done quick. Tomorrow, it's Midland stuff that's on tomorrow. We go to the Chester Stakes first. It's a listed race over 1-6. We have an old bus horse in it. Absurde. Up at 3-1 there, middle of the day today. Samurai, another horse of ours. That didn't do too hectic last year. What race was he second in? Oh, second to Extensio in York. I think he needs the trip like that, but I think Absurd. He won the county hurdle, but he also at the distance he won the Ebor. Remember the day he nutted us when we were on Sweet William? Frankie was on him that day. I had a pipe opener for this on the way. I think it's going to Melbourne again this year. It was behind Governor Square. It wasn't off the air that day. And it was tongue was out a long way out. Last run on the flat was in Flemington, which was 7th in 2023, 7th of, and had won the Eber before that. So we're hoping that it'll be fit enough to do itself justice tomorrow. So we're going against Caius Chorister, even though it's carrying 9-3. Doesn't win that often. And if you Sweet William better this year. Remember when we were on Sweet William? There won't be much between them on the form of the Ebor if they were miles apart in the calendar. I'm spending too much time talking. Waffling on. Anyway, that's one. There's a 240 at Chester. There's a horse here I think has a shot. He's a big enough price. Divine Libra. Now, it's drawn in 12. But the last time it ran in, it's 3 for 3 in Chester, isn't it? One there in Chester, it won here in Chester. It was, and I think it won a previous time as well, didn't it? Yes, 3 wins. Oh no, that one was in Catterick. But if we look at it here, when it won in Chester, it was drawn in 12. We'll just watch the start and then I'll flash forward. William Buick is on him.
They're ready to go for the final race of the day today.
Watch him over here.
Blindfolds off. Oh, and on the inside there on a session, just anticipated the start as the rider whipped off the blindfold there, Callum Rodriguez. They're racing over 7 furlongs, the CNG Switch Handicap.
Lifestyle Track is only a 4-year-old. Buick isn't in the plate tomorrow. It is Kieran Fallon. Kieran, if you're watching, just replicate what William Buick did. Good lad. And replicate for what your daddy did a long time ago. I remember he was in I think there was there 10 in a 5 furlong race in Chester. But Jay-Z got out of the stalls in double quick time and went pillar to post. So you can do the same tomorrow. That's 2 at Chester. That way we'll check the price on that. Each way bet on that. is a big price. $16-1 in places. That's okay. Take a gamble and I would go to the Beverly Bullet. I was good while looking at this. Comanche Falls is the Fav. It's only ran once in its life, I think, over 5 furlongs, but it was a good run it had because it was behind Believing, who was second in the Nunthorpe last time. But all its other runs has been all over 6 furlongs. If we go back the whole ways, and a couple over 7. But that run, it'll be finishing late. It depends on the speed of this. It's a small field. And it runs a lot of listed group races, so it's a good sprinter, Comanche Falls. There's 2 3-year-olds. That's Staincliffe by Advertise. One in a good time, skated home, but what did it beat? It won in, I think it was 57 and change. Clarendon House is the front runner, but the trainer is very much out of form. I think it was the 4th of August or something when it had a winner last. But I'm actually going to go with Democracy Dilemma, even though Cowell as well, the trainer. So he's either in the last 14 days 0 for 17. But the fact that he won in Chester before. No, this is the horse that won 3 times. I was mixing them up to look at it. That's a bit his. He won here as a maiden in 22. He won. He's 3 out of 4. Likes Chester. Bet Copper Knight there in the handicap. He's only a 4-year-old. I went with him. I don't know what happened there. On to Sandown. I'll check the prices. 4-1, 9-2. Win bet. Comanche Falls will be finishing late. If there's a lightning fast pace, it'll suit him. Because that Staincliffe could be out in front. Emirata Anna has gone a bit sour. Blue Charm is another 3-year-old as well. So we'll go with that one. There's an interesting race here. 9 furlongs. If the ground was soft, I'd be all over Balmacara. But the fact that it's good for him and it's going to get warmer the next few days, I reckon. But if you look at when it won, it's ran in heavy, one in soft, good to soft, was bet like in listed race, and then to soft to Persica. We were on Persica that day. I think it was 13 lengths back to the next horse in third. Involvement as well as a decent horse, but it needs cut as well. The 7-4, 2-1 Fav needs cut on the ground to be at his best. You can look when it's soft, but behind Mickley it's good to Ferrum. But the top weight wants top of the ground. That's Sean, Safi Osborne. It's giving weight away, but ground is a great leveller. Ground is key to a horse. If you look at running in Medan in Group 3s, Group 2s, that'll be all good ground. But it ran behind El Najam and in Perlando the last day. He couldn't get out at all. Safi was all over the winner if she could get out, but she couldn't. Maybe she was letting the other one out. I have no idea. make up your own.
Leap on the right, on
the
extreme
cap.
right, Mythical Guest being produced 2 for the East with the brown cap. Quite a few chances here. Down for the final furlong and a half. The yellow cap in Spiritus, pressed hard by the white face Timothy's Fox. Coming home well too towards the far side with a run is Leap, but many chances still. Near side, here comes Parlando as well. It's Kieran O'Neill again. Parlando drifts across the track but goes on. It's Parlando. It's 3 on the night for Wales and the West. A double for Ian Williams and Kieran O'Neill. Parlando wins.
I think she left that one after. The fact that it likes good to firm ground is good to firm ground. The step up and trip won't be a problem. If it laminated rain for a couple of days and was heavy ground, I'd be all over Balmacara. But I'm going to go with Sean. Sandown. The 225 is the Fillies and Mares, Group 3. Tamfana, I think, should win this race on the count of the distance of the race suits. It's 5 to 4 shot. I'll try and get something else somewhere to put it into a double, and I'll do that in the morning. Because this is down in class, like Group 1, Group 1, Group 1, Group 3 last year. That was heavy one, but it ran good enough behind the Melcat. That was in the Guineas. I should have won the Guineas actually that day. So good to Ferrum. Good to Ferrum. That should win tomorrow. Where are we? Oh, we go to the Curragh. The Curragh of Kildare. Go for the Cambridgeshire. Minefield. Total minefield. Outsiders win this more often than not. 3-year-olds find it hard to win as well. I think, when was the last 3-year-old? Kenya. Big prices as well. 8 to 1, 28 to 1, 28 to 1, 14 to 1, 10s, 20s, 25, 9s, 10s, 11s, 12s, 16s, 20s, 25s, 7s and 16s. So 7s is the lowest. Need to be drawn sort of high, I thought, but 2 of the last 3 winners were low, were in the 1 and 5. So I went with a 4-year-old. Jockey Buchan and First Time Hood on Quar Shamar. It's a 14 to 1 shot. It's thrown in the middle of the pack. It's thrown in 11. 4-year-old. This changed stables lately. Went to Abel Mullins. Looks like it could be a plot job. Ran in a listed race there. Not beat too far by Musteraf. Behind Liffey and Tarawa. But the last day, which was out for a jog, it jogged into contention on the turn for home.
Followed on levelling up by Vestige and Shazan. Racing
here.
Final 2.5 furlongs. It's Darkiss continuing in front, being followed by Snellen on the left. It's Shamar on their heels, waiting for an out Vestige and then Shazan. All in with some sort of chances as they race inside the final furlong and a half. And it's Snellen in the centre. On the far side is Shamar, followed by Shazan, who's trying to pick up on the outside of Vestige, leaving behind Starkist. And it is Snellen challenged on the near side by Shazan. Pressures a little between them as they go close home. It is Snellen on the inside of Shazan. About a neck separated them. Vestige in third.
I think he was out for the spin that day. And the Billy Lee. Billy would have a choice of a few horses there, I would imagine. And that's the one he's up on. 4-year-old, First Time Hood. They're off the handbrake. Well, we'll see what price is it. $14 to 1, $16 to 1. You get 16 to the place. Paying 6 places there. Our old buddy, No More Porters, there is 20s in places and 18s. He always runs well at the Curragh and he likes good ground. The soft ground in Galway was against him. I wouldn't put anyone off back in that each way either. And there'd be Porter if he came in. But anyway. That's about it. See, again, I'll be in Meath tomorrow night. We're staying in the Knightsbridge near Trim. So I'll be early enough in bed tomorrow night because we're heading for Cork. We're heading for the long hours on Monday. What day is tomorrow? Sunday, Monday. We're staying in the same hotel as I stayed in the River Lee, and I'm in the Imperial on Monday night. And then we're 2 nights in Killarney and 2 nights with the Herton Jokers then after that. So the weather is supposed to be good. So I hope I have fun with the next tour. So bash the bookies, over and out.